Woody was just talking shit on crappy consumer products, but we're a pro-China podcast.
Jesus.
We are not about to get canceled. We're whatever stance YouTube is at the moment. Any questions?
It's a Russian
guys
thing,
are saying
man.
to each other. Can you believe that Woody guy? I gotta scream at him to get him to understand anything.
Could be.
Yes, I scream at him too. It's ridiculous. Woody's like, can you believe those Russians? What assholes.
I called me Igor for 2 weeks. I've said my name is Ivan. I don't know how many times. You know,
be an effective tagline.
Yeah.
But Kyle, I think you did a great job. I'd give that read 9 out of 10, actually. The best you've done in the last 4 episodes, minimum.
Thank you.
Easily the best one you've done.
That means so much. So much.
And I'm glad that you realize that my opinion holds weight. But you did start it off a little mellow. You started it off from like, well, you want to get to squarespace.com, and then you want to start off at the top level.
I thought he started off sexy. I am rating him 4 out of 5 splooshes.
I was trying to draw the audience in. I wanted to lower my voice. They perk their ears up, if you will. They say, wait, what did he say? And then as I eased into it, you know, slipping a few buttons away, if you will, at that point, they were fully engaged. Got them completely focused on Squarespace.
Yeah,
all of a sudden, they're all...
yeah, I do need a fucking portfolio. All right.
I was like, dick.
Yeah.
If you love someone, you'll suck their dick. If you love someone, you'll suck their dick.
I love you, Harley.
I love you too.
I love that about you.
Yeah, but this guy, or not this guy, this gal sucks. Anyway, I could do some top movies. See if you guys agree with me or not.
What are your favorite mass shootings from the last decade?
There are too many to count. I don't know. There's like, I mean, I'm going to give, hot take, and this might get me some hot water. I'm anti-school shooting.
Oh, but no, I mean, you have to have a favorite.
I give it 2 thumbs down.
Hot take here, but I feel like if the kid is right here goes Kyle. If the kid is a few hours old, doesn't it seem like there's a little less invested? I know you guys have actually agreed with that opinion before. It feels like a 5-year-old. Not only are you fully invested and bonded and like know that person, but
I'm not viewing it from
they
the
still
point
have
of
a
view
whole
of the
life
parents.
in front of them.
I know what you're
more.
saying. I understand.
It's more about like how horrific the incident is. I feel like if you kill some 5-year-olds, at least they had 5 years. But you kill the preemie, like he hasn't even had the full 9 months yet.
Yeah, all he's done is be born and lose dick skin. That's all. Those are his breadth of experiences.
But you left out his shooting entirely.
You know what? I stand corrected. Did you have a list you made, Kyle?
Yeah, I made a few lists. Which one would you like to do?
I thought that you said you made a school shooting list.
That would be fucking insane.
I know it would be, but I wouldn't put it past you.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
that.
I've seen many videos of usually dumb women trying to break a bottle over their own head, only to realize that the bottle's fine afterwards and their head is not.
There's a technique to it.
That's why we call them gashes. Because they're always gashing their own heads up with glass bottles.
That's why.
That's my new character, Bigot Tony. Tony hates everyone who's not just like him.
Taylor.
AKA, no, this is a totally different character. This isn't at all things I believe couched in a safe delivery method. Bigot Tony on the loose.
It's about a 2.5 minute read. Are you guys buckled up?
Let's do it.
Yes, and after this, I have a wild video.
Whoa,
Okay.
This is my night's going great.
Build your expectations now.
These are plans.
I, female 29, was married to my ex, male 30, for 5 years. Burn that in. Near the end of our marriage, I felt he wasn't giving me the attention I needed, nor was he the same man I married. After 5 months of talking and trying to sort things out, the girl, decided to pack things up and leave. We spent a week away from each other, after which he came over where I was staying to try for one last time. I denied him, and we had a pretty clean divorce. We've never spoken to each other since. The months leading to our divorce, I got to know one of my work colleagues. more and more, and we really had a connection. We did talk more frequently and exchange messages, but I was sure never to start anything until my husband and I were truly over. After our divorce, I pursued my coworker and got on pretty well to begin with. However,
Nice.
it became evident that I made a huge mistake leaving my husband. I was blind to my own shortcomings in our relationship and realized that I was constantly putting out his. This only hit me once I moved in with my coworker who, unlike my ex, didn't put up with any of my nonsense. Only then did I truly realize the value of my ex-husband. My coworker...
Alpha.
No.
Nothing like
but-
the way you treated that Outback lady.
Wow. He smacked her so hard.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. They were just...
Snapped on her.
That is so not true
Like-
at all.
Like a Slim Jim. I just admitted that I have indeed had at least one flawed memory. I thought you were on
Right.
that trip. I really did. I don't know who is like filling in your role in that trip, but there's an individual. But on this trip, I remember it this way.
Mhm.
Phone was to your ear.
Yeah.
And you gave her that order like the way you described telling a barber how you want a haircut. You know, you were like, and I want to say that she wanted to know how you wanted it cooked or something like that. And you were like, any questions?
No,
Like, there was this
no.
whole,
Why would I even
there
do
was-
that? There's no motivation for that.
How would you like your steak cooked? Listen, cunt.
That doesn't
I want
even
to
make
There's
sense.
lots of.
Waitress was
Woody
very
is
nice.
unintentionally rude.
She was a little slower. She was like a 3. Now she was like not mean or abusive or whatever. It was just like we ordered drinks and 4 minutes have gone by or whatever. Like
The appetizers were 25 minutes late, and she was unattractive.
Don't say no more.
I don't
And
think
when I
they
say
were
she was
that slow.
unattractive, let me explain. This was a Texas Longhorns, I believe, in Commerce, Georgia.
Something like that,
in case
yeah.
you're curious. Full of attractive waitresses. I mean, like 95% of the waitresses in this place, you were like, oh, she's a 7+. You know, somewhere between a 7 and an 8. You know, these are all nice looking, fit young ladies between the age of like 20 and fucking 24. And here came this hog to serve us our slop. And she failed miserably at everything she did. Like I felt like I wasn't
That's
getting
funny.
refills. Our appetizers were so late, and we ordered appetizers.
I don't
and
remember her
wanted-
being unattractive either.
I remember that crystal clear. I remember remarking on that. I remember
I'm
being like,
envisioning meaty lips.
I remember being like, look at all the hot ladies in here. Look at every other waitress but ours. We got the single pig in the sty. Every other woman here is not just attractive, but fucking hot. Every one of these waitresses, I wish that she were giving me things. I want to talk to these ladies. And we got this hog of a cunt over here, unable to perform. I was this close to doing the most disrespectful, horrible thing I can think of doing, and that was pushing my drink off the table onto the floor and spilling it on purpose, ice, glass, straw, and full liquid, and being like, just to force her to have to show back up. It had been so long. I was so close. I'm not perfect.
I can do the same
I
thing.
put up with my fair share of shit, but when that fat cunt came over there and took too long to bring my drink there, I was about to have
Look,
my Secret
So
Service killer.
this thing was all born from that dude in Chicago who took it was literally like 40 minutes to get drinks.
What an asshole.
Right? And I had a soda, but I guess other people had alcohol, and he wasn't allowed to get the alcohol, so he just held back everybody's drinks until he could get someone else. And I don't know why it takes so long to get someone to serve alcohol, Georgia, and they're just like waiting for it. Ooh, let's see what Woody's gonna do. And he turned. I was like, like a 6-ounce sirloin or whatever, and she's not hitting it back. I'm like, are there any questions that go with that? Because I don't know if I can get back on the phone or not. And he turns it into this snappy, mean thing.
Questions?
I don't. Why would I even do that?
I don't know. We were all shocked.
Do you have any questions, man?
Patrick didn't know if he should keep recording.
I always
or not.
bring my loaded gun into Long John stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't wait to see who's gaslighting us.
Woody.
Jackie was on the phone and she's like, "You didn't say or do anything either. Why are they all like?"
She's
It's because
Shut up, bitch!
the legend
Listen
had
to my
become
story.
the legend had become this meme at the time, and they were like hard scoping me, looking for anything to act like I was being bad.
There was this
Any
like,
questions?
there was this abruptness,
Strangling her.
this
There wasn't.
rudeness, and
There
she was
wasn't.
like, "Ah." She recoiled, and she didn't recoil. She didn't look like she was afraid, but she was like, ah.
I
think
want
Harley
to
knows-
suck your cock. How many cocks will I suck from the glory holder today? A 1, a 2. Just fucking covered in cum.
He's purple with white in his little fur.
Yeah.
Or felt.
Picturing him in the glory hole, his fucking cape just covered in cum. God, the dumbest shit. It really gets me. All right, what are we watching here? Or looking at here? Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Taylor, I was gonna buy you a gift the other day. I don't know if you saw on the subreddit, but someone linked the Witch King of Angmar helmet, and I was like, oh, $80, fucking great Christmas gift, or gift. It's not Christmas, great Valentine's gift
Yeah.
for Taylor, and I let him know I love him. And so I was getting ready to order it. I do,
Oh, sweetie.
and so that's all I remember from ASL. I love you.
My mouth is dry. Face is numb.
Nothing to it. Today.